Hello, welcome. These are the tarot readings, sorry, for beginning of the week. Okay, so yeah, Monday through Friday. We're going to see what message we get for all the signs of the zodiac. If you know your chart, then hopefully you might resonate with a few of the different messages. What am I doing today? I am using the Romance Angels for our relationship message. And for our message from our spirit guides and what they're trying to help us with, I'm going to use the lovely Starseed Oracle. Okay. And thanks for subscribing. Thanks for giving the video a thumbs up. It does help it get out across YouTube, obviously. So I do appreciate that. If you want to book in for a reading or a birth chart session, you're very welcome. Just contact me and we can sort that out. So we'll go into Taurus first of all. Relationship message for Taurus for the next week. Okay, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, so Spirit is basically trying to show you warning signs. It could be to do with a relationship. It doesn't have to be a lover, by the way. It could be anyone in your life. And it's like, you know, Spirit's trying to show you that maybe there is some lower consciousness people around you. And also that, because we always have to work with the self, you know, the most spiritual place to be is the self. So, you know, what parts of you might be, you know, not doing the most high consciousness thing in reaction to low vibrational people, you know. And I feel like obviously you're getting more clarity now over that. You know, the next week you're going to be getting more clarity over where people are low vibrational around you and how they are trying to pull you into low vibrations. And Taurus, you're just like, no, I don't want to get pulled into lower vibrations by myself or anyone else. Okay, so you're getting a lot more clarity over that. Let's have a look what else is going on for you. Okay, so you've got here the Nine of Cups. You've had some better results lately in terms of feeling happier about things. You know, and this is like realising the resources you've got and, you know, actually learning to feel happier in yourself and less dependent on other people for your happiness, but actually happy within yourself. And the next few days, you've got here the Two of Swords reversed, which means, in a way, it's like the fear dropping away. It's like you're less fearful and you can see and observe anyone that's been unconscious, you know, or low vibrational, and you're not scared anymore. You don't feel like, oh, I've got to, you know, try to keep those people happy, or you know, if you used to do something that was a bit low vibrational, it's like, oh, you know, I've got to do that thing for a particular reason. No, I feel like with this, it's like Taurus, you're getting a lot more courage. Fear is dropping away. You can see when things are low vibrational and you're not getting so drawn into the drama. You're not getting so drawn into those situations or triggered by those situations because you're just not scared anymore. You're learning to be happy within yourself. And once you're happy within yourself, if someone's being unconscious around you, you know, it doesn't have to trigger you, does it? Like, why should it? Because you know yourself and you know you're happy within yourself. So I feel like there could definitely be someone, or maybe there's more than one person in your life that tends to be, you know, just unconscious, low vibrational. And now you're saying, do you know what? That doesn't trigger me anymore. I'm not bothered by it because or blocked by that because I'm being happier within me. So that's a really positive shift within yourself. And you've got a lot more clarity. Whereas previously, where you weren't happy in yourself, if you saw people acting in a low vibrational way, that could be really triggering to you and draw you into a drama or a conflict with them. but that's now not happening. It's just easy for you to just let them get on with whatever they're doing that's low vibrational, because you're happy within you, you know, and it's not so triggering. So you're not going to be so triggered the next week by people around you, because you now understand that if people are acting low vibrational, that's up to them. Let them get on with it. You're not being triggered. You're happy in yourself. Now, it's interesting because the next few days, there is somebody here in your life that's having some kind of breakthrough, okay? The Ace of Swords is about a breakthrough and it's about truth. And they've also got the Sun. So that's a raising of consciousness. So, you know, by the fact that you are now less triggered by people and you can just get on with your daily life and just be you and be happy, you're starting to manifest, you know, more conscious, happy people around you. It's amazing. So there's definitely going to be a turnaround here in your life that you are basically, the next few days, going to notice. Either people around you becoming more conscious, or you're just going to be spending time with more conscious, high vibrational people, you know? Because you're not blocking yourself anymore. You're not getting drawn into drama anymore. You're just not interested in it. So somebody that's immature at times could be having some sort of breakthrough and realising you're just not going to take the bait anymore, quite honestly. Yeah, somebody's saying, will you wait for me? So somebody wants to, I don't know, yeah, somebody who probably has been low vibrational is realising that you're not scared anymore, you're not needy. And maybe they're thinking, oh, you know, I actually want to connect with Taurus. You know, more people are going to want to connect with you because they're sensing that you are more grounded in yourself and you're not going to take the bait. So yeah, you're getting a lot more clarity. You're going to be less easy to manipulate. Your spirit guides, what are they saying? Ooh, just dropped on the floor. Let's have a look what that one says. Wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. Okay, amazing. So because you're going through a shift in consciousness, Taurus, remember, you're the Hierophant card in the deck, in the tarot. So you are all about a high vibration and being committed to your path and nothing getting in your way. So no, you're getting more and more awareness now of when people are trying to get in your way, when people are trying to trigger you, and you're not getting triggered by that anymore. You're getting a lot more clarity. You're not scared. You are getting to know your true self. But it's like you're waiting for the next sort of chapter, or you're waiting for the next phase. And your spirit guides are saying to wait because it's coming, but things are being woven, you know? So just trust the process at the moment. Trust the process, because somebody connected to you is going to have a breakthrough. I would say they're usually quite an immature sort of person, but they're having a breakthrough about raising their level of consciousness. So it's going to make a relationship easier. And potentially lots of your relationships could become easier now at this time. You know, the more you're realising, I need to maintain a high level of consciousness and not let people around me just keep dragging me into drama or low vibration, because it's just not you. It is not Taurus at all. It's not Taurus energy to drop vibration. You know, that's why you are like the ball in the zodiac, you know. Okay, so well done. That's the message there. We're going to Virgo. Okay. Let's see what we get for Virgo for the week ahead. Okay, let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So you may feel at times your ego is getting you to, you know, criticise certain things or want to strategise, maybe pick holes in something and say, oh, this isn't right, I need to change it, and it's just over-analysing, which Spirit is saying you don't want to do anymore. You're realising you don't really want to do that. You just want to live your life, basically. You know, you're the Hermit in the tarot. And the Hermit is all about observing, being able to observe what's going on around you without really always having to control it or do things or analyze things. You know, it's just like being that Virgo, being that conscious space, because you're really good at observing and you're really good at noticing when people around you are being low vibrational or situations are low vibrational. You're very good at observing that, and that's where Spirit wants you to stay, and that's what you're going to get better and better at now. You know, so then, and then rather than intervening or driving yourself crazy, you're just observing it consciously, you know, and being able to just, I don't know, it's like almost you're just giving up everything to Spirit and trusting Spirit more, that Spirit's going to take care of everything. You are conscious, you know, you're the hermit, you're conscious, you're probably more conscious than a lot of people around you. You know, and it's like lovely because the next week you start to relax and think, oh, I don't need to think about everything so much or worry about everything so much. All I need to do is just maintain this lovely conscious vibration and observe, you know, and trust that Spirit's taking care of everything. So let's see what else we're getting here for you. Ooh. You've got the 10 of Wands, so you know, you really are determined. You might have been feeling a bit tired lately, just through sheer determination and things you've had to do. There's probably something you need to drop, like a habit or, you know, maybe a negative thoughts that you keep recurring, you know, and Spirit's been urging you to stop that so that you can just really just move forward more efficiently, which you're going to do, because 10 of Wands means determination and getting to the finish line. So you are going to achieve the things you want, you know, and you're probably going to be purging over the next few days. I know you might want to slap me for saying it, but it's just the card that's coming through. You know, you might be purging the next few days, but that's good because it's going to help you let go of whatever, you know, whatever it is you've been doing, or whatever it is that you've been thinking negatively about. And once you drop that, boom, you know, it's going to be brilliant because you're going to be able to just be conscious, be in your best self, you know, and be able to focus on what it is you need to do day to day without feeling like, you know, that you're constantly getting drawn into conflict in your own mind or doing certain things that just aren't serving you anymore. I think you've just got that clarity now, which is fantastic. Let's have a look what's going on for your person. Okay, there's the Death card here. So there is a transformation, a very big transformation going on for you in your external reality, and this could be connected to one person or, you know, like a lot of people that you know, right? And there's also the 8 of Wands here, which is progress and communication, you know. So there's lots of things going on. So for the people connected to you, they're going through a transformation. There's a hell of a lot going on for them. They may want to communicate with you about that, but the most important thing to you at the moment is you letting go of, because, you know, this is purging is basically a process of letting go, you know, and it doesn't always have to be painful and uncomfortable, but sometimes it can feel like that. But, you know, the next week you're going through a process of letting go of a habit that you don't need anymore, something you don't resonate with anymore, or letting go of a negative thought that is just pointless, you know, or over-analysing a situation. Spirit is just saying to you, let go, you know, and this is what you're going to be doing, and it's going to be getting easier and easier for you to do this. So, all right, you know, you're observing someone go through this massive transformation, or maybe lots of people around you are going through transformations at the moment. You can observe that, let them get on with it. You're probably going to get communication from them about what it is they're working on and what's going on for them. They might be a bit busy the next week, but that's okay because you're busy. You're busy getting more conscious, you know, just getting more aligned to your true Virgo energy. So, okay, somebody here does want you. Okay, now it could be I want to date you. It's a lover, potential lover. But, you know, that could be an energy, a collective energy of people who actually do want to connect with you, who are interested in connecting with you, and that's going to become more obvious the next few days because you have got that Eight of Wands card, like I said, which is people wanting to communicate with you. You know, and they're going through quite a lot of transformations. So it's nice. And maybe that's why Spirit's saying, you know, you can let go of control issues and trust, because Spirit is saying these things are going to be transforming and somebody or lots of people are going to want to connect with you, you know. So there's so much positive stuff going on the next week. Let's see what your spirit guides are helping you with. Oh my God, loosen your grip. Loosen your grip, which is the same as letting go of control issues, which is the same as just purging and letting go of something. All the cards are saying the same thing about letting go of a habit or a negative thought you've been having or something like that. It says here coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and just letting God in, which is the same as allowing the situation to unfold naturally, you know, and trusting. So yeah, loosen your grip. It's going to get really easy for you to do this because someone in spirit is helping you to just relax about a situation, basically. You're going to be relaxing about this situation or relaxing about this relationship or relaxing about a lot of people in your life and trusting more that, you know, they do want to connect with you and things are going to improve without you really having to do anything. And that's exactly what the Virgo energy is about. Virgo is about the Hermit, which is about observing and just trusting in spirit, because that's what the Hermit does. The Hermit just trusts in spirit that actually things are progressing very nicely for you. There's somebody that wants to connect with you the next few days and you can just let go of the control and allow that to happen, you know. So it's good. I just got normal tea this morning. Oh dear. Right, let's go into Capricorn then. Okay. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay. You've also got another card because it just span round. I've got to pick it up. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay, so there could be somebody connected to you that's too focused on work and money. But also the situation is calling for you to have faith. It could be to do with your relationship, or it could be to do with your own finances and career. They're saying to just trust and have faith. Ooh. Let's see what else we're getting. Getting a lot of interesting energies here, Capricorn. You've got the Queen of Wands, which is you becoming more attractive. You're becoming more focused, more inspired, you know, more ambitious. And you know you've got a lot to offer. You're getting much more confident in yourself and what you have to offer, which is fantastic. You know, so you can trust more the next few days because you sort of are owning it, really. You've got the High Priestess. You're getting much more in tune with yourself the next few days. Again, High Priestess energy is all about trusting because that's what the High Priestess does. That's why she's at the top of the Tree of Life, because, you know, that energy just completely is at one with spirit and just is a complete vessel for spirit, you know. So you're trusting in yourself, feeling more confident the next few days, knowing that you have so much to offer others, and you're actually just excited about, you know, probably like your new projects or things that you're doing. Now you might find your mind is a little bit like, ooh, whirring away there with the Seven of Cups, and you're sort of thinking about something you want to happen or what's going to happen, and Spirit is telling you to trust. Okay. So they don't want you to get caught up in mind activity about something, basically. Let's see what's going on for your person or group energy. Okay. So, you know, you are freeing yourself. Capricorn is the devil card in the tarot. And what that means really is it just means that you are an energy that likes to be free. All right, you don't like to be stuck and trapped, because the Devil card is a temporary stuck state. So it's all about freeing yourself from the mind, freeing yourself from, you know, feeling stuck or trapped by others. Basically, the truth of what Capricorn is about is to be completely free, you know, and then you're in your element, then you're aligned. And the energies of people around you here, you've got Page of Cups. So somebody could be coming forward with a nice message over the next few days. Somebody you connecting with could be exploring and excited about their life, okay? They could be exploring sexually or spiritually, or just, you know, also they could be trying to help you. You know, this person could be there could be somebody that's somehow coming forward who's here to help you. And there's also this sense of somebody trying to get a better balance, okay? So it feels like there's somebody here the next few days that wants to help Capricorn. This person's trying to get a more healthy balance. They can probably be a bit indecisive at times, but there is a good energy there, you know, and it's kind of a mirror to you, because I feel like that person does want to be free. They want to be free to explore, and that's why they get a bit maybe indecisive at times, with the Two of Pentacles as being the indecisive sort of energy, because this person is a free spirit. Page of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and that's basically what you are. You are a free spirit. You know you've got a lot to offer with this Queen of Wands. You are tuning into yourself and being more trusting in spirit about the flow of your life, and you don't need to think about it and overthink it. You can trust. You know, so it's like someone in your life is like a mirror to you about the fact that you want to be free. They want to be free, and they are a free spirit. And actually, that's exactly what you are now learning to do yourself, to just be a completely free spirit. So let's see what your person's thinking. Oh gosh, you've got the card I want to date you as well. That's so funny. Virgo just had that, I think. Okay, so yeah, you could definitely have somebody here that is interested in you. They're interested in you, and they're fun-loving, and they're exploring. You know, but just be aware that they might have a bit of a changeable energy at times, but don't worry about that, because yeah, Spirit is saying, look, that person does like you, but they're a free spirit, and that's kind of where you want to be. That's where you're getting to now. It's lovely when we're free, because then we're just being ourselves, aren't we? And we're not dependent. Spirit is basically supporting you with deep cellular healing, Aquarius energy, physical and emotional healing. So there's a very spiritual healing going on for you the next few days to help you really get more in the flow of your energy, of your life, of your sense of freedom, you know, because the High Priestess is all about the unknown and just being at one with the unknown. It's a brilliant energy with the High Priestess. And with the Queen of Wands, I think you're ready for it, because you have recently realised your own value, you know. So that's the message for Capricorn. Someone probably wants to connect with you, and they're a free spirit, and I think that's cool, because you're embracing that side of yourself as well. Let's go into Aquarius. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So you're tuning into your real feelings now. You're not lying to yourself at all. This is about you really being truthful with your feelings and knowing that that's my true feelings, and you're ready to explore them. You know, you're ready to really connect with what your truth is. You know, and the Aquarius energy is the star in the tarot. So, and that's all about truth and alignment, following your true wishes. You know, sometimes we're following what we think are our true wishes, and then we realise, oh no, it's what other people want, what other people expect. So you're getting a lot of clarity over that. You've got the Ace of Wands. It's like Spirit has given you recently a new opportunity. It was like Spirit handed you this new opportunity. It's like time, you know, it was divine timing. It would be fairly recently this happened, and it's a great opportunity for your growth. You know, it's a great opportunity for your life and for you to then grow. And it could be related to money or relationship as well. You've got the High Priest reversed. I mean, that is the Hierophant reversed. It could be that you've decided to pull back from a certain thing you were doing, you know, or a certain person, and you're realising you need to be more committed to yourself rather than certain people that you were committing to. Let's have a look at what's going on for your person. There's somebody here that's been taking their power back. They may have appeared a bit cold or a bit serious. It's just because this person felt like hard done by, or they've not gone through some very favourable situations, and they've had to take their power back. They realise, oh, I'm not going to win out of this. It's not going to do me any good. So they've been regrouping within themselves. And they've probably spent a lot of time getting quite stressed and worried about certain situations. But now they're learning to stop overthinking things, which is good. Somebody says, stop pushing me. I need to make my own choices. There is definitely somebody here showing up that is perhaps a little bit selfish. Or maybe they're not selfish in a nasty way, but they've just needed to do this for themselves. And it is, again, it's kind of like a mirror to you, because I feel like you've recently realised you need to now connect with your true feelings and what's your priority, you know, and you're ready to take that opportunity. And, you know, with the High Priest reverse, it's like the Hierophant reverse, it's like, yeah, I need to own what's important to me. So there could be someone either inspiring you and you're seeing them take their power back and stand in their power and their truth, and that's quite inspiring. Or it could be that that person's triggered you and annoyed you because they've basically maybe been a bit selfish, prioritising themselves. But actually, when you think about it, that's kind of what you're doing, which is a good thing for you, you know? So there's a lot about Aquarius over the next week, just really getting into such a better alignment. Like I said, you are the star card in the Zodiac, so it's the star card, sorry. Right, what is Spirit saying here? Jump in. Okay, adventure, say yes to change. There's definitely change here for Aquarius at this time. You know, it's a beautiful card, isn't it, that one? I love that. It's a really exciting time for Aquarius. This is now the time for you to just completely connect to yourself, to what you feel, ignore everybody else, you know, be in your truth and just jump into that opportunity. Or maybe it's a relationship and you've finally got clarity over it, but you've definitely got clarity over a situation that is now like, this is what I need to do for me. And that is fantastic, because then you're moving into the alignment of your true Aquarius energy, which is the star card. And yeah, there's somebody that's kind of doing a similar thing to you. They are also choosing themselves. So there you go. All right, so, and that could be a friend or an ex. It doesn't have to be a lover, because, you know, for some of you, you know, you could be really being realistic now that there's someone you actually care about. And you've got to be honest with yourself about that, you know. And so it could be to do with a relationship as well for Aquarius, that you're finally just admitting to yourself there is someone you really like, and that's the way you're going to go now, you know. Okay, let's go into Gemini. Going a bit slow today. God help me. Right, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So there's a lot of clearing going on for you. For some of you, this will be to do with an ex, or an attachment problem you've had to somebody. You know, and you don't necessarily have to shut the door on people or block them, but it's just energetically you now releasing that attachment, or you know, that attachment finally dropping away because you realize you don't really rely on it as much as you thought you needed to. Or it could be like somebody from a long time ago that you can be at peace with it now, because it's just, you went through that thing, that's where you were at the time, but obviously you've moved on, you're not in that level of consciousness anymore, you're in a different level of consciousness. So there's something clearing out here. For some of you, it might be nothing to do with a person or a relationship, it's just there's so much clearing out from Gemini at this time over the next week, which is really good, because the more we clear out the false self, you're going to be left with who you really are, you know, and that's what this channel's all about, us getting back to who we really are, our true selves. So, right, the time has come to clear your energy, releasing something or someone. You do feel more excited here. You've got the Page of Wands. So the next few days, or even recently, you've been feeling a bit more excited again. You know you're on a new journey. You know you're ready to explore something new. You know you're ready to maybe even communicate with certain people differently. You know, and you could also be attracted to somebody. Fair enough, that could also be the case. It's just being aware that you don't need to think too much about this process. Spirit is saying, try not to think too much about it. Yes, you're at a new beginning of your life. Yes, you're excited about that, but you don't need to worry. You don't need to worry about it or overthink it, you know, because what you're doing is you're just going through a process of clearing out anything that's of the false self that's not you anymore. Okay, so it's going to be easier then for you to make high vibe choices for yourself, because you are the Lover's card in the tarot, and the Lover's card is about choice and decisions, and it's basically for Gemini energy, it's the Lover's card, it's about, you know, being able to make the high vibrational choice, because that's where Gemini can get torn sometimes between, you know, the false self and the true self, and the low vibrational choices and the high vibrational choices. You know, that's what the Gemini energy is. And you know, it looks to me like you are basically now clearing out stuff that was low vibe and not you anymore, and you are making high vibrational choices for yourself, and you're excited about that. But sometimes you're maybe getting a bit worried, and Spirit is saying you don't need to get worried at all. This is a totally natural process for you, and it's going to get easier and easier, but you probably are going to be clearing out over the next week some parts of yourself that were doing things that were sort of like not for you anymore, you know, and you've got that clarity, you understand that now. Yeah. Now there's somebody connected to you that has also been going through their shadow sides. You know, they've gone through the sort of what we do when we're in the false self. It's like we're unconscious to it. We don't know we're being a false self. We don't know we're suppressing stuff. And you know, so there's somebody that maybe has dabbled with lower vibrational energies, but they've got the Ace of Wands here for the next week, so they're doing very much like what you're doing. You know, you've got the Ace of Wands in your hands here, and that's the Ace of Wands. So there's somebody here that's in your life that's ready to embrace being more positive. You know, they may be getting some good news about some money. Somebody may be offering you money. Somebody that's dabbled in low energies may be offering you money over next week. But also the other message could be, because there can be multiple messages going on, so they could all be true for you, but the other message is there's somebody that's gone through their shadow side, gone through the false self, acted in ways that's not really them, and they're now starting to realise the opportunity they now have to just be real, you know, which is great. And it's more positive for them. It's like a new day. Let's see what your person's thinking. I'm sorry for what I said. Yeah, I think somebody is realising that they're sorry, and now they're going to offer a better relationship with you, or they're going to offer you money, or they're going to basically just be nicer, you know, because they're realising I need to take this golden opportunity, this really positive opportunity for growth now. like you are. But it just feels like something's releasing out of you next few days. So maybe just go easy on yourself. That's what I feel Tarot is definitely saying. Just go easy on yourself, because it's a big turnaround. If you're choosing to now do things more positively for yourself, it is a big turnaround. So you've got to give yourself a bit of time to get used to that, you know, because then energy does have to clear. And it's sometimes a slightly more gradual process than we would like. Your spirit guides are helping you. Oh, this is lovely. Star bathing, the light body, crystal grid, transmission and activation. So there you go. Yeah. Gemini, you know, you are basically going into more high vibrational timelines. And someone in spirit is helping you to do that the next week. So get ready, because you're being taken on that ride, and it's a good part of your ride as well, you know. So, and it'll be nice for you to see somebody else doing the same thing. Let's go. We're going to go into Libra. Libra now. Libra for the next few days. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. You're going to be realising in the next few days what things you've been sort of codependent on, or what people you've been codependent on. And that is part of the inner child. The ego is sort of fragmented and made up of lots of different identities. And the inner child one tends to be the part of the ego which makes you feel needy. It makes you feel needy for addictions, or it makes you needy for relationships, because the inner child part of the ego is the needy part that always feels like it needs something quite urgently. But it's not actually you, it's just a false part of you, right? So you're going to be getting more clarity over that the next few days, and realising, you know, when I feel like that, that's not really me. It's just an old part of me, my inner child, and I don't need to listen to it, because you're not needy. And I think you're realising more and more that you're not needy, and that you don't need certain addictions or certain people to rely on like you used to. Yeah, you were stuck for a while with this, and it was probably quite confusing, you know. It was probably quite confusing for you, but you are... Libra is the Justice card in the tarot, and Justice card is all about cutting karmic patterns and getting a better balance. So finally, in this soul family, the Libras, we're getting into a much better balance, coming out of a period of time where we were very stuck and sort of like probably a bit stuck in the inner child, actually, and just kind of relying on certain addictions or certain people. And that's now changing, because we've got the Three of Pentacles the next week, and we're actually making some really good progress. We've got clarity that we're not needy. We've got clarity that that's just the false self. We've got much more clarity over the true self. And so we're able to focus on our goals and really progress now, okay? Let's see what's going on with your person. There's somebody here who, like you, was basically stuck, but they were a bit more deceitful. They definitely weren't being honest with themselves. Definitely in a false self persona. Maybe not the inner child as much as the us. But they would have been... might be their inner child that gets quite needy if this person's quite addictive. You know, and they have a bit of a false identity. They're not really honest with who they are. But look at this, the next week, they're just getting a bit more relaxed. They're getting a bit more in tune with themselves and being a bit more realistic about who they really are, and not portraying some sort of fake image that's a bit deceptive or game playing, that type of thing. Let's see what's going on with what they're thinking. You're too good for me, I don't deserve you. Well, yeah, I mean, if they carry on like that, if that person carries on like that, being fake and stuff, then, you know, really, they've got to turn it around. So they're realising they've got to turn it around. They're realising they've got to be more real with who they are, because they've been playing a character, you know. So there's lots of growth for them. there's lots of growth for you over the next week. And the great thing is you're going to be feeling a lot more productive. You're going to notice that you're focusing better on your life purpose, focusing better on yourself, feeling more positive, not feeling so stuck. Really understanding that when you get codependency, needy type of feelings, it's just not you. You know, it's just your false self. It's just the inner child. Mine's been coming up today and I'm just observing it, and I know it's trying to make me feel needy for something, and I'm like, it's not me. I know it's just this inner child part of the ego. So I'm just, you know, observing it and trying to ignore it. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. So your spirit guides, they're bringing wisdom back to you. They're helping you realise so many things at the moment. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. They're helping you to really uncover the mysteries of who you really are. And you're not dependent on anyone or anything like you thought you were. It's just that inner child part of the ego that... So you are moving into your true energy, Libra, which is the Justice card, which... Your true energy is about having balance between yourself and other people, and that being a more balanced state, you know, or if it's to do with other types of addictions, just having more balance between your true self and those activities, it becoming more balanced, you know. So you're going through this whole, like, you're just making progress with that, really, the next week, and it's like, yeah, you're starting to realise and come back into your true energy, which is of balance and cutting some karmic patterns that you had to do with addictions or being dependent on people. And your spirit guides are making it very easy for you the next week to make these realisations, you know, because they're helping you with it. So that is Libra. Right, so we're going to Leo. Okay, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So the next week, you're getting more and more this sense of being free, being happy, you know, just feeling like, yeah, I'm flowing in my life and it is feeling good, and I'm not under the control of anyone anymore, and I'm not under the control of my own ego, you know, like the false self that kept telling me, because, you know, that's kind of like the super ego. The super ego part of the self was kind of like telling us, oh, you know, you should be doing this and you should be doing that, or you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that. And it's just constantly, the super ego is constantly trying to criticize us and make us control ourselves, really. And it's not true, because we end up doing things that are just totally not what we want. Why do we do it? You know, just ignore that super ego. You're free. You're free of that part of the super ego that kept making you stay in situations or do things. It just wasn't you. So you're free. Let's have a look what else we're getting. You're free to be you. You're free to enjoy life in a very free way, rather than feeling you've got to push for things all the time or make things happen. You're the strength card in the tarot, which means that you achieve a lot. Yeah, Leo does achieve a lot, but through grace, through not forcing things, through flowing. That's the best way that you can achieve things, not through your super ego trying to make you stay in a certain relationship or stay in a certain career, stay in a certain job, you know, to try and force yourself to achieve. No, you're free of that now, and you're actually zoning in on your true self and just letting it all flow, you know. Just, it's good, because you're getting more close to the life you want, you know. And you don't, that's the thing, you're Leo, you are going to achieve. You're going to achieve everything you want, but you achieve it through relaxing. I know that sounds mad. So you've got the Page of Cups reversed. Yeah, I think it's like, with the Page of Cups reversed, it's like you were not really being truthful to yourself, about the things that would really make your heart sing, you know, and you were sort of like trying to hide that or suppress it, you know, probably because you thought, oh, you know, you were pressuring yourself too much, and that wasn't fair on you to suppress what you really wanted to do. And now it's being released, because that's the purging card. That's good news. People always like groan when they see that card, but it's such a good card, because this is what we're here to do. We are here to release old karmic energy, and it's old karmic energy that you were carrying that was making you stay in a situation that was making you miserable, and you were sort of not allowing yourself to breathe. You weren't allowing yourself to just be kind to yourself, but you're releasing that now. You're releasing that part of the superego, and you're free. You're going to be really flying after this. You probably already are. You're well on your way, I feel. Somebody connected to you is having a breakthrough the next week. They're having a lot of realizations, and they're also taking their power back. You know, they're realizing they don't want to waste their time on things that are pointless. And they're taking their power back. They're zoned in. They may want you, or they may just basically now know what they want, and it's great, because they obviously deserve it. I would say that person's been through quite a hard time, and they're finally making a realization, and they're finally realizing, this is now what I need to do. I need to do what's right for me. So that card keeps coming through again and again today. There must be something going on with our soul family, you know, and it's to do with somebody wanting us. Somebody wants you, whether it's for work, your life purpose, I don't know. Could be a friend. Doesn't have to be a lover, but it could be a lover. Somebody also saying, I don't know what to say to you. That could be somebody else, or it could be the same person. I don't know. Let's have a look what your spirit guides are helping you with. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and look a little deeper. So your spirit guides are really helping you the next week to basically access the truth that you were suppressing. You were suppressing your true heart. And I just don't think Leo's doing that anymore. And you're releasing yourself, and you're free, and you're going to be attracting other people that are making breakthroughs, other people who want you, because you've decided you want you. You've decided to follow what's in your heart. And that's what Leo's here to do. You know, you're here to be successful and follow your lion heart, but not through pushing yourself, you know, or forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do. You're here to be successful and joyful just through, you know, like being in your lion heart and being free and relaxing, you know, letting it all flow. So there's some great things happening for you the next week. Let's go into Aries. Okay. Aries. The next week, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So you could be clearing a whole number of things. It could be an ex that you're finally just noticing you just have less and less attachment with. Or it could be family, could be friends, could be even just releasing yourself out of a pattern and a habit you were stuck in. So that's really good. And you've got here the Magician card. Oh my gosh, you've got two major arcana cards. You've recently raised your vibration a hell of a lot, okay? And that is fantastic. You've raised your vibration to a point where you're now able to go through this major transformation and release attachment issues. That's what I feel. Whether it's attachment issues to people or attachment issues to addictions, whatever it may be, or it could even be to a job that you had, I don't know. But Aries, you're releasing yourself from attachment. And you're doing it because you've been able to raise your vibration recently. And now your vibration is higher. You can finally go through this major transformation to release yourself from attachment. And that's wonderful, because that means you can then be in your true power. And your true power, you are the Emperor in the tarot. And the Emperor is I mean, God, I mean, the Emperor is the leader of the tarot, really, if you think about it. You know, the Emperor's on his purpose. The Emperor thinks in rational ways, doesn't get torn by attachment, you know, is on his purpose. So you're just coming into your zone the next week. Your person here, you have got somebody here that's been giving you mixed signals, because they've got the Queen of Wands, which just spun around. This is somebody who's attractive, who's attracted to you. It could be a mother figure, I don't know. It could be anything, because this is a collective reading, but it's somebody who has obviously been out of alignment and sending you mixed signals, because the card spun around. This is somebody that could be selfish at times. They've got the King of Cups reversed. This person could be narcissistic at times. And I just feel you are now really... Oh, God. Oh, God. I might have to stop the video. This is because we've got builders. Don't know how long that's going to go on for. I don't really want to stop the reading. Sorry about that. They just randomly start doing things and they don't check with you. So, I mean, it's interesting though, isn't it? Because everything's part of the reading and they're obviously cutting something, and we're talking about you releasing here. Releasing an attachment, and it's definitely with somebody who's unpredictable and narcissistic at times, okay, and selfish at times. And you are finally able to release this. It's either, you know, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily shutting the door on that person, but what you could be doing is just finding you're finally free from it. You don't feel so attached and dependent to it, okay? Interestingly, they're probably going to sense that you're releasing yourself, and look at that, I want to meet up with you, you know, and that just weirdly happens when we don't feel attached anymore. It's so weird because it just has such an impact on energy, and it's the funniest thing because I observe it all the time when I do this. So they will want to meet up with you, even though you're releasing yourself from it. Jump in, adventure, say yes to change. Your spirit guides are helping you. You're just so ready for this change in your life, Aries. You're so ready to be able to just move on and just focus on you, to be the Emperor that you are. Focus on your purpose, focus on your energy and your goals. And you're just not so... You can release whatever it's been that's been attached to you, dragging you down. I do feel it's a situation that's been quite selfish and unpredictable and giving you mixed signals and Spirit's helping you to move forward and jump into your own energy and your own life. So it'll be interesting to see. I think they're going to struggle with you doing that because they're going to sense you breaking away energetically. Okay, Sagittarius then. I'm just going to warn you, if we do get noise, I will just stop reading momentarily and then carry on. It's just I've got builders and they just started up a minute ago. Right, Temperance. This is the Sagittarius energy, by the way, when I say Temperance, okay? So you're all about balance. You're all about having a balance between you and the outside world and gaining that balance beautifully between Spirit and the Matrix. That has to come into balance for Sagittarius. Okay, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, so it's a brilliant energy for you the next week. You are going to notice that you are much more free from certain things in the outside world that have been binding you. Okay, wow. You've got the King of Wands. You are coming into your mastery. You're much more honest. You're much more in your power. You're more aligned. You're being responsible. You've really dealt with a lot lately, and you've done it in the right way. You've done it in the right way, you know. And Spirit is saying to you, you know, you're being rewarded the next few days with the Justice card, which is the other card of balance in the deck. So this is perfect. it is confirming that you're coming more and more into your true Sagittarius energy of balance, you know, and you're cutting karmic patterns that were keeping you stuck. You know, you're releasing anything that was keeping you stuck, and you're moving into a more favourable chapter. You know, and you're going to be feeling a lot more balanced about how you deal with everything. Things are going to go your way. If there's any legal issues, things like that, there's going to be favourable stuff there as well. There's somebody connected to you that is having to go through probably quite a difficult time themselves with their own karma. They've got the Queen of Swords, which is quite a bitter energy. This person can be a bit cold and blunt at times because they feel hard done by in their life. And they've got the Karma card. I feel somebody here is trying to cut their own karmic patterns. On the one hand, this person could get caught in the web of their own karma at times and be unconscious to it. On the other hand, they might be getting a more clear vision now of their karmic patterns, and actually they're ready to sort of sever them now. Let's see what your person's thinking. Okay. I will see you sooner than you think. Okay. Oh gosh, so you're making that noise again. Oh dear. I will see you sooner than you think. So somebody is getting a very clear vision now of you and their patterns. I think there's somebody here trying to clear up their karma so that they can finally bring things into balance with you or connect with you, okay? But they've got a lot of work to do. I want to say that. What's your spirit guides helping you with? See, we're all having to deal with the Matrix all the time. I don't even go near the Matrix, and the Matrix comes near me. It's crazy. Okay, all paths lead to home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Yeah, your spirit guides are bringing you home. They're helping you get in your true temperance energy, whereby you've been dealing with things out there and you've done really well. That is confirmed by these cards. And now you can come back the next week more within your own energy and get a better balance. You can withdraw a bit now from these things that were binding you. You've dealt with them responsibly, and now it's time for you to be in your true Sagittarius energy. And there's someone connected to you that does want connection with you, but they've got quite a lot of work to do. But it does look like they're focused, you know. And if they sometimes seem a bit hard, it might just be because they feel they have to be hard at the moment in order to face what they have to face, if that makes sense. So that's the message for you, Sag. Thanks for being patient with the noise when it crops up. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, we're going to Scorpio then. Scorpio for the next week. Let's see what we get. Okay, Scorpio for the next week. Oh my gosh, you've got the wedding cards. That hasn't come out for a while. This situation involves marriage. Okay, so there's some kind of union going on here. Now, this could be the union within yourself, and you may have even experienced the union with yourself lately. And something is a union outside of yourself is now coming forth. Okay, which is nice. So there's that's a big transformation. You are the Death card in the tarot, which is all about transformation. So there's big transformations going on for you. Wow, you're really bossing it at the moment, Scorpio. You've got the Three of Pentacles, which shows that you really have embraced your transformations lately, and you have got much better focus and progress now. You're channeling everything in the right direction, and you've been doing that for a while, you know, recently. And you're coming into the Emperor energy, which is fantastic, because the Emperor is, you know, it's the father of the tarot. It's about being rational. It's about seeing clearly with clarity, being on your purpose, nothing getting in your way. You know, this is a major transformation for you, you know, and you're able to see things clearly in a rational way. You might be leading something, you know, you might be taking the lead with something, or you just might be just so much, it's just, I can't say it enough, so much more focus on your truth and who you are. And so it is a union with yourself. And there could be a union coming for you, a relationship or some sort of new contract coming for you. Your person or your situation. It's interesting, you've got a changeable energy here. You've got somebody here that aligns to the magician energy. So they've got the magic touch. They've got a very aligned high vibrational energy here. But then you've also got somebody here with the 7 of Swords. So this could be 2 different people. This is somebody who's deceptive, who still hasn't really come to understand who they really are, and they play a fake character. Okay, so it could be the same person that has the magic touch on one hand, but they keep dipping into their ego, and it would be very frustrating to see this person do this, because you know they can be high vibrationally aligned, but then on the other hand they dip into this false ego, and you know that would be frustrating to watch. Or it could be 2 different energies. There's definitely a high vibrational energy around you, but there's also this energy that is either playing games, or it's somebody that's very insecure. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. What's this energy thinking? I am quiet to protect you from my ego. So somebody knows they've got an ego, and they pull back. They probably pull back because of this ego. Does this affect you? I don't think it really does, because you're owning it, you're bossing it. You're unifying within yourself to become the Emperor. You're going through your major transformation brilliantly. You're getting clarity. You're drawing towards you either a contract or a union with somebody. You have got that magician energy there floating around. So there's definitely someone high vibrational in your field. But you may be observing somebody who dips into ego. And your spirit guides are talking about a courageous pony, a multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. So this is just total union with yourself. Spirit is helping you to go through this transformation the next week, and to really rise. I mean, you're literally rising to the Emperor energy the next week, and someone in spirit is helping make that happen. And where you're unifying with yourself, becoming this Emperor energy, right? You're owning it. You know, you're in your true Scorpio energy, which is the Death card, which is the transformation. You're really owning it, and so you're drawing something towards you, which is fantastic. Okay. Sorry about the noise. That is the builders. There's nothing I can do about it. Right, let's go into the Pisces energy. Pisces for the next few days, the next week. Pisces. Okay, separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Well, it could be that you're not coming together with someone the next few days, but this also, I want to say, could be more to do with you and the fact that you're learning to separate off from the false self, which is the ego, and you're finding out who you really are, because that's what this channel is all about. And that's what our relationships, kind of, mirror what's going on inside us, right? So, if you are seeing yourself separated from someone at the moment, don't necessarily see that as a bad thing. It's just basically because you're actually starting to learn to separate from your own ego. And you know now the false self, and you know actually who the true self is. And that's such an empowering place to be. And you're not going to get drawn into this false self anymore, or these addictions, or whatever it was you were doing. You're not getting duped by the ego now. You know who you are, and you're standing in your power, Pisces. So that's really like the best place to be, isn't it? You're the moon card in the tarot, so you're clever. You know how to zone in on your energy. You know how to watch and be still when other people are in separation. There could well be somebody who's very much in separation from themselves, and they don't have the clarity over their ego. Sorry about this. There's nothing I can do. Okay, you've got the 3 of Pentacles. I did say this cutting that they're doing is part of the reading. Spirit just works like this. So there is definitely a separation going on with you, knowing that that's the old me. That's not the me that I resonate with anymore. That's the false self. And you making such progress with your goals, making such progress in yourself to just be the true Pisces that you are, you know, and which is free, which is beautiful, which is creative. And it doesn't really rely, you know, you like to be free and just, you know, your Pisces self, right? And intuitive with the moon energy that you are. So you've got the Tower card the next few days. You're coming into your truth more and more and more. And there will be certain things in your life now that are changing. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a relationship card, a relationship with this separation card. I'm not saying, oh, it's a relationship that's separating. But what I am saying is you are getting such clarity. And because of that, there are going to be certain things in your life changing at this time because you no longer resonate with them, because you now know your truth. You know, and that's so empowering. Let's see what's going on with your person. You know, and the time is now. I mean, that cutting's going on out there, and I'm like, the time is definitely now for you. Now, the energy that is coming towards you is really improving. There's been an indecisive energy around you that couldn't make a decision, that was just either it was in or it was in and out, or up and down. It could be a person or it just could be a situation. And look at that, 10 of Cups the next few days. Something's going to be really worth celebrating. Something is finally coming together for you. I think it's where you're just coming into your truth, where you have made such progress with that, that you now can just be yourself, not get drawn into things that are not for you anymore, and really start to rebuild how you want to live your life. And you're going to be celebrating this, and there's going to be something to celebrate. Something that's been very up and down finally comes together with good news for you, and you're going to be celebrating it. There's somebody here that sees signs about you everywhere, okay? There's definitely something that is coming towards you now that is meant for you, that's going to make you very happy, you know? Let's have a look at what your spirit guides are helping you with. Oh, wow, the Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. That is beautiful. I mean, that is just so Pisces, isn't it? You know, the Cosmic Heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. You are persevering. And I tell you, you're persevering and nothing's getting in your way now. You've got such clarity. You're letting go of whatever doesn't resonate anymore. And you're going to be very, very happy the next few days that you're just flowing, you know, and you're just moving towards your dreams. And you are going to be celebrating something. Something's going to turn around for you now. Something that was very up and down is going to finally, like a decision's going to be made, or there's going to be something to celebrate. Okay, so let's go into Cancer. Hello, Cancer. We have got builders at the back, so if they start up making noise, I do apologise. Okay, Cancer for the next week. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, okay? So you are going to be forgiving yourself, but there's also more forgiving energy here between you and somebody. There's a kind of energy here. You've been more kind to yourself, and where you're being more kind to yourself, you're going to see that more kind people around you. Look at that, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. You're moving into a more fortunate period of time. As a soul family, Cancerians on this channel, we are now moving into a more fortunate period of time where we just feel so much happier. How lovely. We bloody deserve it. I'm sorry. We do, don't we? We really deserve it. So well done. You know, well done for being kind to yourself. Well done for sticking through the hard times and persevering. Because I think Cancerians on this channel, we have had quite a few, I hate to say it, but we have had a few years of being really, it's been quite tough. And things are turning now. You are literally going to notice the next week, just you're getting happier and happier. Okay, now there's been somebody around you that's been quite narcissistic and selfish, with the Queen of Wands reversed and the King of Cups reversed. That is now being released. You are so over that situation. You know, you've been waiting for something to harmonise. There's somebody that was just very unconscious, very selfish and very indecisive. That is showing up, as the energy, and I think this is somebody that you have obviously decided to move on from. And I just think there's such forgiveness here. I think it's very easy for you now to just be happy in yourself, and you're not affected by that person or that energy anymore, which is fantastic. Let's see what, I mean, that 6 cards came out for that person. So I would say there was a long road with a particular person or a particular situation. And now the Wheel of Fortune is turning for you, and you are not going to be affected by that anymore. However Spirit sees fit, it's going to be different for all of us. But you are not going to be affected by that energy so much anymore. It's all being forgiven. It's being left alone. It's not going to haunt you anymore or affect you anymore. The cutting's just started back up. There is definitely something being cut for you. A timeline, an old timeline you were on is being cut. I have to say it because this cutting I haven't had. And as soon as I started the readings, there's something going on for our soul family this week whereby certain attachments or codependencies or timelines are finally being cut. I am changing to be what you deserve. Yeah, that's the energy. Right, now this could be the energy that was very selfish. I feel you're not affected by that person anymore. They may be changing, or it may be that you are now attracting somebody or have recently attracted somebody who is just what you deserve, Cancer. This is what's happening. And why is that? Because you're moving into a more fortunate period of time where you're happier. Do you see what I mean? So Spirit is just confirming, get ready. If you have been stuck in an awful situation, an awful attachment, it's going to be released, it's going to change, things are going to improve, either with that person or somebody new. That's cutting started. I think for a lot of us, that timeline's just gone. Your spirit guides are saying big picture thinking, visionary and inspired ideas. Okay? The next week, they're getting you to just really expand yourself and feel so happy, you know? Big picture thinking, visionary, inspired ideas. Spirit's channeling stuff to Cancer right now. They're channeling so much about your new chapter with the Wheel of Fortune and all the things that you're happy with. I think you're going to be getting a lot of downloads, basically, and it's wonderful. Some of you may even be getting psychic messages, spiritual, just all sorts of things coming together for you finally. So that's the message. There is definitely somebody who is coming forth for Cancer that is what you deserve. Okay, so that's the message. I'm sending you lots of love and peace. If you want to book in, just contact me, and I'm sending you lots of love for your week ahead.